The nation believes again. Talia Gibson's breakthrough and the rise of a new tennis era. Byline: World Wave Sports, W25 Roehampton, United Kingdom, December 2025. In the quiet London suburb of Roehampton, the future of tennis found its latest spark. The ITF W25 Roehampton tournament, often a proving ground for future stars, witnessed an unexpected triumph that has reignited the flame of belief across Australia. At just 21, Talia Gibson, a rising star ranked world number 105, captured the title with fearless play, explosive movement, and composure that defied her years. It wasn't simply a win, it was a statement. Australian tennis is ready to rise again. Australia, a new chapter in Australian tennis. Australia has long been home to a proud tennis tradition, from Laver and Goolagong to Barty and to Manor. But in recent years, fans have searched for new heroes who could bring consistency back to the global stage. Gibson's victory at Roehampton might just be that turning point. Her aggressive baseline play, crisp volleys, and laser-focused court coverage resemble the best of Australia's modern tennis identity, a well-oiled machine built on structure, athleticism, and grit. Talia has the tools and the temperament. Set her coach at the Tennis Australia Academy. What she showed this week wasn't luck. It was a result of years of hard, disciplined work. For Gibson, the journey hasn't been glamorous. From grinding through junior ITF circuits to battling in qualifying draws of WTA 125s, every victory was earned through resilience. Her breakthrough moment, this title, solidifies her place as a legitimate top 100 contender and potential main draw regular in Grand Slams beginning next season. Collision from junior hopeful to professional threat. Talia first gained international attention when she stormed to the U.S. Open Junior Singles in 2021, making the semifinals with a brand of tennis that was fast, fearless, and emotional. Her weapon? Explosive pace and counterpunch precision. The years that followed tested her resolve. Injuries, travel restrictions, and financial strain made the professional transition challenging. But those struggles forged her character. Now, in Roehampton, on the hard courts of Europe, she delivered a tournament run worthy of headlines, defeating two top 200 opponents, rallying from a set down in the semifinals, and finishing the final with a 6-3, 6-4 masterclass of controlled aggression. Her victory is more than an ITF milestone. It's a symbol of revival for Australian tennis, a reminder that the nation's depth runs deeper than rankings. Globe showing Europe-Africa, the global tennis landscape shifts. The world tennis circuit in 2025 has become more unpredictable than ever. Players from regions once considered developing tennis nations, Southeast Asia, the Middle East, and Eastern Europe, are now producing consistent world-class talent. In that same wave stands Alexandra Eala, the Filipino sensation, who captured hearts earlier this year after making her first Grand Slam singles appearance at the 2025 U.S. Open, followed by a WTA final in Eastbourne. Her rise parallels Gibson's. Both come from nations eager for tennis glory, both embody resilience and adaptability, and both have become beacons for young athletes dreaming beyond borders. Alexandra showed that a Filipino player can stand toe-to-toe with the world's best, said a WTA commentator. And Gibson's win proves that Australia's next wave is no longer waiting. It's here. Directed the W25 Roehampton factor. For casual fans, a W25 event may seem modest compared to Grand Slams or Masters tournaments. But for professionals, it's the crucial gateway, a bridge between the grind of lower-tier circuits and the glittering arenas of major draws. The Roehampton win earned Gibson valuable WTA points and, more importantly, confidence. It virtually guarantees direct entry into upcoming WTA 250 events and positions her for automatic qualification to Grand Slam main draws if she breaks the top 100 early next year. That milestone, the symbolic 3 digits to 2, has become her immediate goal. "I'm not thinking too far ahead," Gibson said post-match. "It's about small steps, building confidence, and trusting my work. But yes, top 100, that's the next target." Gear inside the machine, Australian tennis re-engineered. Gibson's emergence is no accident. Behind her rise is the restructured Tennis Australia pathway, an ecosystem designed to produce consistent, adaptable athletes. The Federation has invested heavily in sports science, mental conditioning, and a data-driven training philosophy, what analysts now call the well-oiled machine. From the elite academies in Perth and Melbourne to overseas training stints in Spain and the UK, the focus has shifted toward creating players who can transition smoothly between surfaces, climates, and competitive pressures. Her explosive hardcourt game, characterized by early ball strikes and aggressive return positioning, is a product of that system. We train them to make decisions under stress, explained one tennis Australia development director. That's why Gibson can play with clarity even at 5-all in the third set. It's not luck, it's process. Globe showing Asia-Australia parallel journeys, Alexandra and Talia. While Gibson lifts her trophy in the UK, the spotlight back in Asia remains on Alexandra, whose WTA ranking climbed to number 50 as of November 2025, the highest ever for a Filipino player. Her presence in Grand Slam main draws, Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon, and the U.S. Open, is now automatic, symbolizing Southeast Asia's arrival on the world tennis map. The shared journeys of Gibson and Alexandra reflect a broader truth. The tennis world is flattening. Power is no longer monopolized by a handful of nations. Talent, when nurtured, can rise from anywhere. Their stories are intertwined by geography and spirit. Both began as junior dreamers. Both fought through obscurity. Both now stand at the edge of tennis history. Proof that belief, structure, and resilience remain the ultimate equalizers. Trophy the road ahead. For Gibson, the next step is clear. Break into the top 100, earn consistent WTA Tour starts, and push toward the top 50 by 2026. For Alexandra, the goal is higher still: Grand Slam second weeks, WTA 500 titles, and Olympic qualification. They may come from different continents, but their stories are shaping the same narrative: the reawakening of global women's tennis. The game is changing, becoming faster, younger, hungrier, and more emotionally transparent. From Roehampton to Melbourne, from Manila to Miami, a new generation is rising, not just to play, but to make the world believe again.